All right, man. Torture Talk. Like, share, and consider subscribing to the page if you want to. If not, just watch the video. On this channel, I usually do reactions and a lot of things I like to talk about, ranging from politics to hip hop music to all types of music, actually, not just hip hop, and a bunch of different things. You know what I mean? And I always try to do little fascinating videos here and there, and I also do talk about, some social and political issues that come across that I see that I'm interested in. And this is one that I was very interested in because the controversy surrounding this video. So, um, what stopped Pixar's Lightyear from going infinite and beyond at the box office? I'll tell you what stopped it. See, here's the thing that y'all gotta understand, and people out there that gotta understand. People do not like things that are not organic. They don't want to be force-fed things. Force feeding. It's kind of like you ever seen that meme where Ronald McDonald is the evil Ronald McDonald is stuffing a cheeseburger down a kid's mouth. That's kind of how it feels when you have the LGBT plus community advocating for this type of stuff in movies. And it's always at the expense of, not always, but a good portion of it is at the expense of black women. And I'll get into that in a second. But this is the reason why this movie hasn't done well. Because the majority of Americans are not homosexual. They're not, they're majority of Americans don't agree with homosexuality. Now, I'm not saying that that it's something wrong with that or it's nothing wrong with that. People just have a difference of an opinion. Let's just be clear here. That's what it is. That's what it is. The majority of people in this country don't agree with that. Now, whatever you want to do, that's on you. And I'm not picking on you. I'm just telling you what it is. And this is the reason why this movie failed. It's not because of Chris Evans' voice instead of Tim Allen. It's not because of people don't like spinoffs. It's not because of that. It's because most people don't want their kids to be exposed to this type of stuff in children's movies. They want their children to grow up and decide on their own. But Hollywood has adopted this narrative that they have to put this in movies because they think that this is going to sell more product. But once they start to realize that it doesn't sell product, they're going to kick y'all to the curb. That's what's going to happen. I think that they want representation in movies. The LGBTQ community wants representation in movies, but they got to understand that these billion-dollar companies don't care about your representation. It's kind of how they did with black people. It's like they used black people, their fads or their styles to make money. And once they made the money they need, they got up out of there. They turned it into something they wanted to turn it into. And it's like you got a black female kissing a white female. First of all, I know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. You put a black female because you know that that's a minority. And that minority, you can't really say too much about it. Because now it's like you're talking down on the LGBT community or whatever you're talking down on them. Because you're saying that you don't agree with that. Right? That's one. Two, it's with a white woman. So now if you say, oh, well, there's no diversity in this country, and then you say, well, yes, it is. See, look, you got two people kissing, white and black, and there happen to be females. Like a double negative there for some people. But my thing is, what's the point of all that? What's the point of that? And then you show them with a child. So you're basically saying, well, the main character is a man, but he's a loner. He doesn't have any family. He's by himself. Whatever. I don't know if that's what they're trying to portray, but look at the powerful female over here. The female with her two females, motherly love, taking care of her. One of them is the strong worker, then the other one's the stay-at-home mom or whatever. But this is basically what people are seeing. Now, I'm not saying that that's exactly what they're portraying, but this is what people see. This is what they see. And this is what y'all give them. And this is exactly why the movie flopped. Because nobody wants to see that. Now, look, if you want to have LGBTQ community representation inside of a movie, yeah, write it to the point where you don't have to totally throw it in people's face. Write it to that point. But it's an agenda that they have to capture. And they know that if they do it this way, most people are going to either flock to it or not flock to it. And you see exactly what it is. That's what it is, man. People don't agree with this. I wish y'all understand that. And you shouldn't be mad that people don't agree with it. You shouldn't be mad because you should not be forcing this on children. If you want to have it in adult movies, yeah, adults can make their mind up. But children shouldn't be subjected to seeing that, especially if they're going there with their mother and father. Now they're asking their mother and father, well, Mommy, why is this woman kissing this woman? Why? Now they got to explain that. How do you explain that to an innocent child or a child who doesn't know exactly what's going on? What do you say? Torture Talk, man. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Hey, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this. But I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is the reason why it flopped at the box office. It's like now they're trying to turn controversial things into, they're trying to normalize them and turn them into things that really not are controversial. It's just like, well, this is just how life is. This is the world we live in now. No, it's not the world we live in. You're trying to force that on everybody. So you could just say, well, see, we do have diversity in there. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.